The Curious Boy and the Old Library. In a quiet village surrounded by rolling hills, there lived a boy named Arjun. Arjun was curious about everything. He would often ask questions that no one in the village could answer. Why does the river flow? What makes the stars shine? How do birds know where to fly? The elders would smile and say, "You'll find your answers one day, Arjun." One morning, as he wandered through the forest near the village, he stumbled upon an old, abandoned building. The walls were covered in ivy, and the wooden door creaked as he pushed it open. Inside, he found shelves filled with dusty books. It was a library, a treasure trove of knowledge left untouched for years. Excited, Arjun picked up a book. The first page read, "Welcome to the world of wonders." The book was filled with illustrations of faraway places, strange creatures, and mysterious inventions. Arjun spent hours flipping through its pages. He was so engrossed that he didn't notice the sun setting. When he finally looked up, the library seemed darker, and the air felt cooler. Just as he was about to leave, he heard a soft voice behind him. "Do you like the books?" Startled, Arjun turned around to see an old man with a long white beard and a kind smile. "Who are you?" Arjun asked. "I'm the keeper of this library," the old man replied. "I've been waiting for someone curious enough to find it." Arjun's eyes lit up. "Can you teach me? There's so much I want to know." The old man chuckled. "Knowledge is like a river, my boy. It flows endlessly. But you must be ready to cross it." From that day, Arjun visited the library every afternoon. The old man, whom he called master, taught him about the stars, history, and even how to read maps. Arjun learned not only from the books, but also from the stories the master shared, stories of his travels and adventures. One day, the master handed Arjun a book with a plain cover. "This is the most important book in the library," he said. Arjun opened it only to find its pages blank. "But there's nothing written here," he exclaimed. "Exactly," said the master. "This book is for your story. Every answer you seek, every discovery you make, will fill its pages." Years passed, and Arjun grew up. He traveled beyond the village, exploring new lands and learning new things. Wherever he went, he carried the blank book, filling it with his experiences and lessons. When he returned to the village, he was no longer just the curious boy, he was a wise storyteller. People gathered to listen to his tales, and he shared the knowledge he had gained. The old library became a place of learning for everyone, and Arjun became its new keeper. And so, the boy who once had endless questions became the man with endless stories, inspiring others to seek knowledge and share it. Feel free to read this aloud to practice English speaking, focusing on pronunciation and fluency. Let me know if you'd like me to adjust the story or help further. As the years passed, Arjun became more than a teacher to the villagers, he became their guide. He encouraged children to dream beyond the hills of the village and inspired adults to never stop learning. The once forgotten library buzzed with life, with people reading, debating, and sharing ideas. One day, a young girl named Meera came to the library. She was shy and hesitant but carried a small, tattered notebook. "Master Arjun," she said softly, "I want to write stories, but I don't know if they're good." Arjun smiled warmly. "Every story starts with a small idea, Meera. Show me what you've written." Meera hesitated, then handed him her notebook. Arjun read her stories, which were about magical forests, talking animals, and adventures in the sky. When he finished, he looked at her with pride. Your stories are beautiful. But more importantly, they come from your heart. Keep writing and don't be afraid to let others read them. Encouraged by his words, Meera began visiting the library every day, filling her notebook with more stories. Soon, other villagers started sharing their talents too: poetry, songs, inventions, and even paintings. The library became a hub of creativity where dreams took shape. One evening, while sitting under a starry sky, Arjun felt a sense of fulfillment. Yet, deep down, he knew there was more to do. He remembered the old master's words: knowledge is like a river. It flows endlessly. The world beyond the village still held mysteries, and Arjun wanted to uncover them. The next morning, Arjun gathered the villagers. My friends, he began, the library has grown because of all of you. You've turned it into a place of wonder. But now, I must leave again. The world has more to teach me, and I must bring back its wisdom. With their blessings, Arjun set off on a new journey. This time, he traveled farther than ever, through bustling cities, across deserts, and over mountains. He met scholars, storytellers, and inventors, learning from their experiences and sharing his own. One day, he found himself in a grand library in a distant land. It was unlike any he had seen before, with towering shelves and books from every corner of the world. As he explored, he felt a familiar presence. Turning around, he saw the old master, his beard now whiter and his smile just as kind. You've done well, Arjun, the master said. Your story has inspired many, but your journey isn't over. Remember, the blank book is never truly full. Arjun bowed. Thank you, master. I'll continue seeking and sharing. Years later, when Arjun returned to his village, he was greeted with a joyful sight. The library had expanded, and its walls were adorned with murals painted by the villagers. Meera's stories had become books, and children gathered to read them. Inventors displayed their creations, and musicians played songs inspired by the world.